Well, what's happening? Welcome to the Smoke Shack. Guess what we doing today? Countertops. Well, and by countertops, I mean treated wood laid on its side to create a surface to set things on. Not corian or concrete or anything like that, like just straight up a flat surface. So what you got behind me here is my work spot. But more importantly, what we're going to start working on is this beautiful stuff right over here. So check this out. I have all these posts. Oh yeah. So I have all these posts, right? I'm going to trim around them. This side's going to be a little weird because the size of lumber I got, I'm probably going to only be like short, like right here. So I'm just going to put a filler piece right there. I don't know, it'll probably work. But over here, I'm going to trim it out so the one that comes from there to there stops midway, and the one that comes from here midway to there goes as far as it can go, and then trim piece. And then as we walk around, what I'll do is I'll leave these guys long on the outside here, so then when my overhang is there, I can just run a line all the way down. Here comes the bride, driving up the truck. But this one right here, I'm going to allow it to be short right there. It's going to be short about that much because the piece of lumber I've got will go all the way to the end of this right here and stop, so that the other countertop coming this way can come right here, and it'll be a nice little joint right there. So since nobody's actually going to be using, because there's a tree right here, this side, I guess we're going to stop about right there. I don't know. I might do a little extra piece right there, or just trim this out so it looks like there's something. I don't know. But that's what we got going on today. Let's go into the shop. All right, welcome to the shop. We're inside, just chilling. So the last video, which was, I'm sick right now, just so you know. So I'm gonna be very low energy. I didn't get that much done on the last one. I just got the lattice up and all the framing for the countertops. I was hoping to get the lattice and the countertops and the cross bracing, but yeah, I'm tired, I'm sick. Somewhere in between blah and blah. But let's look at our layouts. So the one that will be consistently covered the entire time, I just got that done laying that out. Where you at right here? So this will be the entire 6x6 post cutout, and this will go all the way to the other side. And it looks like, yeah, this will just be natural. So then we have the other ones all laid out to cut. We're just going to use a jigsaw and cut those guys out. And then one is cut on both sides, and it's going to be a little short on that one. And then the other one is cut on one side. And I really want to get at least one cut. I got to go to work today. I really want to get at least one cut, so I'm going to get the easiest one not to mess up cut, because I don't want to mess stuff up. So here's the deal. I'm not feeling well, but this guy was all crooked, so I had to, you know, take that and do the thing. So now we'll try and cut this without tearing anything up. And just working back to this line right here. So one end we've got 1 3/8. Yeah, 1 3/8. Perfect. All right, let's take a look at what we got. Got this beautiful countertop here. And I just need to just make a little line right here. Right there. So obviously I'm still a little under the weather, but that's okay. Here's what we're doing. So that little lip right there is what's keeping us from being perfect on this side. See right there? Just a bit off. On this side, we're perfectly flush. 100% perfectly flush. And then this guy is going to go, I'll have countertop going this way. This will butt into it, so just that little bit. Obviously, that's right there. Hey, it's a week later, and I'm less sick, so things are probably going to go a little bit smoother. I've changed things up a little bit, like, you know, as things happen, but I've also decided to use my skill saw for the straight cuts, but let's check out what we got here. I'm going to cut this entire thing out right here. There's going to be a gap on the other side, which I'll just cut a custom piece for. I've done this on the other one too. Everything's got to butt up from the right forward, and we're just going to take a skill saw, cut this out. I'll put one hole on one side and then jigsaw across. I've already done one of these. It's way straighter than last week's. A lot less goofing off. All right, so here we are inside the smoke shack, and we've got a rough fit for all of the countertops. As you can see, going all the way around, we have a beautiful spot to sit stuff finally, so that when I'm cooking or people are just hanging out while I'm cooking, we got places to put things and arrange things and move things. And look at this big, beautiful space I've got right here, all the way back. Oh, well, there goes my rough fit. Anyway, I still have to, well, Dacia still has to stay in the cuts I made to go around the posts. And I've got to cut off this end down here, but yeah, this is going to be a lot nicer of a space. All right, I solved the problem of having an overhang on the inside just a little bit and overhang on the outside a little bit by cutting down these 2x6s to have this kind of meet up right here at the corner, and then that'll give us a nice little overhang like that right there, which will make a nice big flat spot. So we needed a way to keep the gravel kind of level. I was initially going to use some of the treated lumber, but I have a bunch of other projects that I'm working on, all including these cedar trees, and I had some cutoffs, and that piece right there just happened to be the exact length I needed, which was a sign from the heavens. So what I'm going to do is drill some holes in this guy, then pound these landscape spikes through there to hold it in place, and then I can go ahead and bring the gravel up to that level, and then the wood can all sit on that. The water will drain through, so the wood will stay dry. It'll be under that and on that. So here we go. Oh, hey. So now that I've got my gravel retention system scavenged from the woods and the leftover project, I can't believe how perfect it fits the surrounding environment and the entire structure. So this guy's level. Now all the wood that's clogging up the rest of this place can be stuck under here, and then we can level out the rest of the gravel. Oh, and I gotta get back under here before that happens and put these pocket hole screws in to lock these guys down. But that's next on the project list. In the name of, you know, forethinking and preservation, I'm topping all of the joints that are upright like this with a tar tape, so that it'll stop any kind of fast acting wearing of the wood, you know, because where two pieces collect like this and moisture can build up, it's more likely that it'll cause a rot a lot quicker. So a little bit of tar tape. I'm at that point in my life where when I build something, I don't ever want to have to fix it or do it again until the day I die or they put me in a hospital. So what we're going to do is just spend a little bit of time, and turns out I had this big roll. So is it perfect for this? No, absolutely not, because I have to cut it into all these strips, but it's what I have, and in the end, it's just time doing cool stuff. But yeah, that should keep it from rotting a whole lot faster. So I got a lot more time out of these treated planks of wood that are stained. All right, so this is the point where we have to talk about square and relatively square and wood and twisting and how sometimes anal people have to be okay with stuff, but this post and this post right here obviously are as square as I could get them to be. They're as not twisted as I could get them to be, but I got this line right here pulled between the two of them because the bench in between the wood is also kind of, you know, so I'm just going to try and get as straight a line as possible using this right here as my measuring point, because I have this piece and this piece. I didn't have a long enough piece to go between them, and I didn't feel like spending that extra money and time to go get one. So I'm just going to have this be, instead of a solid piece, two pieces joined together. I know, whatever, it's going to be what it is going to be, but I'll use this as my reference point. And what I mean by reference point is I'll show you. All right, so here's what we have. We still have to tack those guys in, but beautiful. Got some gravel leveled, got our gravel retaining in. All of our countertops are now secured. Just got a little bit of trim work to finish up, and yeah. Now all that wood right there has to go under there, and I've got some custom pieces I got to cut for this side and the other side. But yeah, that's beautiful. Well, welcome to the Smoke Shack. We got this whole like beautiful countertop over here going on. Got another beautiful countertop going on over here. Gonna have a nice bench over here one day. Got the smoker access. Got the place to work stuff out. Got the more place to work stuff out. All the axes are going to have a place to stand and hang, and the tongs and the wood splitters, and well, this is it for this time.